Okay. Now on my end I'm showing live, so maybe we just turned live. I think we did. Yes, we're live. So I don't know how long we were offline, but we're looking at Arthur. He's on Bradfield. Somehow we had become disconnected, but we're now connected again. As I've said before, there's a chain involved in having us see things, and the chain has a lot of weak links. I apologize for the disconnection. I can see the moon, but that doesn't mean it's going to be clear enough to see Jupiter once it gets dark. So last I saw, Big Red was still on that lighting tower where we first saw her when we first arrived on the campus. The chicks were, of course, at the nest. And Arthur is here on Bradfield Hall. He had been on Weil Hall and flew fairly directly from there to where he is now. We're not going to stay with him too much longer, I think. He's a good boy, as I've said. Alright, let's switch cameras and drive around a little bit. I wouldn't mind seeing Saturn, and but I don't know if it's possible or if it can be seen well. When we saw it before, we were lucky in that just the way the rings were angled, that they could be seen. You know, if they're angled towards Earth in such a way that we're seeing them on edge, they can be very difficult, if not impossible, to see from here. You know, with the equipment I have. It's going to be a while before it's dark enough to see, but it's 12 minutes before 9 o'clock, so well, maybe it won't be that long. It'll get dark in a hurry, I guess, maybe. But will it get, you know, the skies will take some time to darken. So I still see Big Red on the lighting tower where she was. it is. Looking up at the nest, I cannot see any of the chicks right now. They're all hunkered down. So let's drive a little bit. With the cloud cover, I'm concerned that we won't be able to see any planets, but we'll see what happens. You can see yourselves. There's, they're not heavy clouds, but they're a lot of clouds. You can see Arthur from here. I'm just going to give you a quick look with this camera rather than switching. Who's making that noise? Somebody was right in here. I saw that somebody again, I think. Or I saw the movement. Now I can't see it. I just saw it drop to the ground, whatever it was. Oh shoot. Seatbelt got caught on my little rig here. And just when we were about to see whatever it was, it gave way. And now we don't see anything. I'm not sure what it was. So we're hearing a robin sing. I can see Arthur. I can see Big Red. And from here I can't see the chicks, but that's no surprise. To be honest, have not followed things so closely to know if, for instance, Big Red would spend the night off of the nest, or if she's still returning to the nest each night. I don't happen to know that. Just see if we can have a good look at her from here. She's backlit, but we'll give it a try. And, even from the other side isn't all that well lit, but we'll look from here. Could be worse. It's tough for me to tell where she's looking, but maybe back towards Bradfield or towards, I don't believe she's looking towards the nest. I may be wrong though. And maybe I should just, close up shop for the night, just because this isn't the most exciting. Rocks are pretty well relaxed by the looks of things. I think there might be someone standing at the nest. It's one of the chicks, but I'm not sure. This view of Big Red, we're hampered by how dark it is. It looks like someone is standing there. I'm just checking the nest cam right now, so someone is standing. The other two are laying low. Looks like that one might sit down also. We won't stay here too much longer, I think. Maybe we will. Maybe we're waiting to see if we'll be able to see any stars and planets. If the sky were clear, we'd have a chance at seeing Mars and Mercury also, I think. Although I'm not positive. The moon is right there. No. Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe not. I think the calibration on my app is a little bit off. Oh, sorry. I have a feeling she's not going to be there much longer. Jupiter, as it happens, is just above the horizon, or actually not even completely above the horizon, I believe. So it may be even if the sky clears, we may not be able to see Jupiter anyway, so maybe this isn't really worth even the effort at this time. You know what? I don't know if my thing is recalibrating itself, but it seems like it doesn't know what it's doing. Kind of like me. Okay, it knows where west is. Okay. Saturn is not going to happen tonight. That's below the horizon. And Jupiter is just above the horizon, you know, that assumes we have nothing blocking our view, but we do have things blocking our view. So maybe tonight is not the night. Oh well. Between the clouds and everything else, maybe it's not going to happen. I think we're going to call it a night. Like I said, we have a fair amount of cloud cover, and we'll wait a little bit longer, and just in case things are clear enough and they pop up over the horizon. My concern, well, is both the clouds and the horizon, you know, Jupiter being still very low on the horizon, so maybe it's not going to happen. Even the moon is not, you know, a particularly beautiful moon tonight. It's maybe about a half moon, basically. For a full moon or just a very, very thin crescent, I wouldn't mind looking at it. But tonight, nothing special. I don't know if I can even show it to you from here in the car. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. This is what you get when you don't really do anything to lighten the image. Oh, no wonder. Okay. I think we're going to call it a night. Everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the day. We saw a few interesting things, I'd have to say. Not as many as I would like. I know I say that just about every week, but today seemed a little bit light, especially because of the way Montezuma worked out. But I can't say I wouldn't say we had a bad trip up there. And even Sapsucker, not as much activity, but the Canada geese were really something. And it was a nice walk anyway. But I think we're pretty much running out of light, and I think I don't believe she'll roost up there, but might as well pack up and head home. And it won't be light as I drive, but it'll be maybe a tiny bit lighter as I do. So I want to wish you all very well. I hope that you will have a very good week, and I hope to see you next weekend. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.